Chapter 10. Littlest Ridge. It was on the news nearly every night. Those people were still walking to nowhere, with all their worldly possessions. They showed a clip of two teenage boys carrying an old lady between them, their grandmother maybe, as they walked along a train track with a long line of people behind them. The voiceover said they were crossing borders, trying to get away from the bombs that were dropping day and night. Other times it showed our Prime Minister, John Howard, saying the bombs that were happening were badly needed. He got up in front of flashing cameras and said it was a war for genuinely humanitarian purposes, whatever that meant. But he also said that Australia couldn't help those people who were victims of the bombings. And I went to bed one night still thinking about the baby in barbed wire and how the photo had looked scary, but the truth was happy, kind of. And I wondered how that could be. In school, Mr. Curry had said a picture is worth 1,000 words, but I didn't think it could equal so many questions too. And I couldn't stop my brain from thinking about the other baby, the one that should be here and living with us before the year was out. Then on Sunday, Luca said, "We got something to show you too." We were sitting at the dinner table having dessert when Luca went and got his wallet and pulled out a square piece of paper. He slid it across the table to Sam and me, and then reached for Annika's hand. It was a photo of a cloud at night. There was blackness around the edges and the fuzzy grey cloud in the middle, all swirling and unfocused. When I looked up, Annika and Luca were smiling at me and still squeezing hands, and I stopped eating my ice cream, because I suddenly got a sinking feeling and a brain freeze. "What does it mean?" I asked. Luca's smile was so big. "It's a boy." Then I realised that the photo was not a cloud, but a baby. It was from an ultrasound, a scan to see inside Annika's tummy.
"Well, what do you think we should call it?"
she asked, looking between Sam and me and still squeezing Luca's hand. Sam swallowed a spoonful of ice cream, then spoke. "I thought you said not to give it a name yet." Annika rubbed her belly with her free hand.
"Not a proper name, no, but a nickname for now. Just so we can stop calling it it."
Sam scooped more ice cream and seemed to take a long time thinking on this, and we all watched as he polished off the rest and then wiped his mouth with the back of his sleeve, adjusted his glasses and declared he had no ideas. Annika rolled her eyes and then poked her tongue out at him, and Sam did the same back. I couldn't help but smile. Then I cleared my throat and said, "Drumlin?" Luca looked at me and smiled. "What's that, Fredo?" "It's just something we learnt about last year, but maybe it's silly."
"Now, hold on. Drumlin? Drumlin?
Annika said the word like she was trying it on for size.
What is that then?"
"Littlest Ridge," Sam said, and I turned to him, surprised. "They're these little hills that show where glacial flow goes." He turned a little pink like he was embarrassed. I was surprised he'd remembered all that from class.
"Littlest Ridge. Yeah, I like that,"
Annika said. And then, like it was the most normal thing in the world, Luca placed his hand over her belly, the whole span of his hand covering the little bump underneath her t-shirt. They smiled at each other and Annika said,
"Meet Drumlin, a temporary name for a soon-to-be baby."
Sam got up from his seat and went to Annika's other side, reaching his own hand down, so much smaller than Luca's, and said the name again and again. "Drumlin. Drumlin. Hello there, Drumlin." They were like a picture. I'll look up the definition in the dictionary, kind of perfect picture for one big happy family. And suddenly, I felt lost. A little out of frame, or off the map completely.